On YouTube? What do I even search? Link it. Nice. Oh, it's an interesting aspect ratio. It's like a movie
Time to
with the
pick out your
bars in the
first
top
driver
and
gear.
bottom.
You'll come across more as you
Like
race.
2 inches on both.
From here, you have
It
a
looks better than
choice
streaming it
between
on
starting
Discord,
your
so.
campaign for the Forza Drivers Cup
Where's Stig?
Forzathon challenges are the only place to get exclusive
That was
rewards.
the thing about Motorsports 4. That was cool. Drive Stig. Oh yeah. I remember there's certain like challenges you could do the beats. You'd race against him.
Welcome to the world of global
Does it just
racing.
keep popping these menus up?
Here, drivers enter a new, more challenging arena.
Oh, is this all the
with similar
DLCs
skill
there?
levels.
Jeez.
This is also the place to feel the excitement of competitive play and
I have it muted because I'm not
esports,
listening to myself.
and the satisfaction of besting your fellow competitors.
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of it smooths out and then here and there. It's funny because it's like a 15-second delay. I'm still looking at the. Oh. Yeah, because the aspect ratio is like a little box. This looks pretty good though, graphics wise. Just let you. Yeah, I think that's one reason I'll never get an ultra wide. Ever since you got your first one, there's always been these weird, like every game always has something weird about the aspect ratios with it. Which is weird because you'd think that every game should have support for all things now. Like when you first got your ultra wide, sure. But like now, I feel like a lot of people run ultra wides. Straight out of what? I mean, it could be. It shouldn't take it that much though. Yep. I'm still loading. Dang! My buddy, when he did those that Halo tournament, he had a bunch of his Halo videos on his YouTube channel. Most was 63 views, which is like when we went down 3-1 and then came back in like the last like 2 minutes of the game. LP. But he just released a Tarkov video, which is a bunch of clips just put together of us. And 5 days ago he put it up. It's already at 1,000 views. Tarkov butter that biscuit my clips. The video's good though. It's hilarious. Like it's cut perfectly. Is this benchmark right here? Ken block. Yeah. That one sucked. I remember that popped up on my phone. I was like, what? So random. And then like what was it? A couple days ago I saw this video on Instagram and there was this dude, because there's like this trend where it's like dumb ways to die. And like when someone hits something really hard and they're like basically gonna die, and it just pops it up and stops the video before it actually kills them. But there's this dude on a snowmobile and I think he hit a stump, and dude looks to his right and this dude's just tumbling through the air. And just like right before he hits the ground, it's like dumb ways to die. And I clicked on the comments. The first one was like, that's how Ken Block died. And I was like, damn. All the sub comments are like, too soon, too soon, too soon. Then the one dude was like, that's hilarious, too soon. Ooh, the Dubai circuit. Yeah, I think the motorsports are better than the Horizon series, in my opinion. I don't know. I like racing tracks. Dang, the Formula Mazda. It's like a Miata, but Formula. That thing would be fun. Are you picking like a car right now or something, or? Well, some of them on the top had currency, but you have. So do you have 100? Do you have 950,000? What is the other? What is the 850? Oh, it just went to 35. Did you buy something? Oh, that's the price. Oh, but these ones are all locked, so. Well, I think the ones that was it plus 50, whatever those are those ones free because they don't have price tags on them. They're like black background GT, exotic GT or whatever. Um, wait, is this a battle pass? Tier 5 legendary unlock with collector score. It's like a because everyone owns an Escalade. Oh, the GTR 95. This game would be fun to play racing together though. Multiplayer. Racing against each other. Put them on hard difficulty. Because we could do like how Formula 1 is. You have your one teammate you're racing with. You're like boost drafting each other the whole race. That'd be fun. What about setup? Setup? Oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm delayed. You just got to that main screen. I was like, oh. Oh. Oh, The tunes. I remember tuning for hours. Hours. Oh my, like the differentials and gears so I could drift. Oh, I guess that makes sense. You're in your muscle car. Quarter mile. Hey, so the battlefield map is in the background. Yeah, I gotta go find. There's a controller right here somewhere. Where? Where are your Xbox controllers? Really? I'll get them tomorrow if they're in the attic then. I said I'll get them tomorrow if they're in the attic. No, I'm just downloading Forza. Huh? I'll just play with mouse and keyboard for tonight. I hate when I mute my mic sometimes. IQ just turns the feedback off. I don't know why. So I can't like hear myself. Cause I like oh, a Formula drift car. What? Oh, like your starting car or whatever it is. I wonder how the drifting is in this game. So I remember you have to actually like practice and tune the car right, build them out just right.
Yeah, you can use the assist here to tweak how your car handles.
Oh, I'm turning it max basically. Oh yeah. Once I mean, I'll do it when I have a controller, especially when I get the wheel. Yep. $300 for the one from Logitech, which isn't terrible because you get the wheel, motor, and pedals. Paddles built in. You can buy a Logitech shifter that goes with it for like I think it's 50 or $60. Yeah. But honestly, when I was looking at steering wheels and shifters and all that stuff, it's on like the low end for price wise at $300. Unless you're gonna get some like trash Chinese brand that's like $100, that's like all plastic. Yeah, but I'd rather just get a good trusted Logitech brand. Red light followed Jeremy. You didn't wait for the green. you're, you're on the drag strip. Game looks pretty good though. You're still in the race for me. What? So all I want to do is just play the like the campaign thing where you race through all the different tiers all the way up to like whatever it is, R3 or whatever, R1. That's what I'm saying. I would love to play through the whole thing. The hardest difficulty with shifting and all that stuff. Because I remember playing Motorsports 4 and I turned on difficulty all the way to like clutch and shifting and all that junk, but it was never hard. I remember I oh yeah, yeah. Even when oh dang. Even with the back in the day on like Motorsports 4 was kind of like the same way. Like I remember this car is slippery. Is it a is it a drift? Oh, okay. It doesn't work. Dang. Yeah. So I remember playing on the controller with the clutch shifting. It was on the bumper, and all you'd have to do is let off the gas, press the bumper, and then shift up. It wasn't like you didn't have to like fiddle with it or anything. Which I don't mind for like just playing a game. You know, but fiddle with it, get the right clutch. Oh yeah. The graphics are pretty nice though. The distant textures on the rocks look good. Is there ray tracing in this? Well, if you don't go into the corners going like 120 miles an hour and then hit drift, you should be fine. That's one thing about drifting in this game is you gotta learn the tracks. Jeez, just nose dived into that wall. Ooh, the Le Mans. That map's sweet. Putting the Cohen seg up to like 320 miles an hour. That's why I fell in love with the Cohen seg. Oh, what? Is it like a new thing for the Le Mans or something? Or is it just they just did it? Oh my gosh. Dang. Yeah, because I remember the Bugattis they always get murdered in mile drags because of how slow they get going. But like the 2 mile drags, it's like they just murder everything. So that's insane if it's the fastest of 300. Drifting feel decent? I guess you probably need to upgrade it because you slow down when you start sliding pretty good. That's one thing I remember about drifting is you have to do it in manual so you can drop gears. Because doing it in automatic, impossible. Yeah. Because sometimes if you're like sliding too much and your car's still in first because it's just RPM revving, and you want to drop or you want to like up it so you get more grip. It's like the Formula One cars. Those things are just constantly at that high RPM. They shift to like their 8th gear in like 3 seconds. Like, that'd probably be insanely fun though to drive one of those cars. Those dudes take corners at like 120, and they're just yeah, pretty much. There was this crash that happened this last year where this dude, he hit a guardrail and it split his car in half, and like the front half of his car, like the cockpit, got wedged into the guardrail, and it split. And it was like a massive fireball, and he was just stuck in it. And then you see him just stand up out of it and then walk out. And I was like, "Jeez, how?" Everyone was like, "Dude, this dude's dead. Like, you don't survive that." And then he just stands up. That makes sense. Yeah, you also can't, what is it? Even like racing normally, I usually try to turn that off. Dang, this drifting's way easier than Motorsports 4. What? Yeah, but you haven't tuned anything or even upgraded. You just pick the car. Yeah, I get that, but like, even in Motorsports, like you could get some nicer cars that were, like you could buy some player auction ones and they were still tough. Yeah. You also haven't played a race for a while, right? You're just pegged at 7,000 RPMs. Oh, this makes me excited. I want to play this. I want to play this. Who's it at right now? 61%. 35 minutes. I wonder how this is gonna be with. Wonder how this is gonna be with WASD. I also, when I was playing Motorsports 4, I never played third person. Yeah, I always played first person. There was something about driving in first person where I could like snake my car in between other cars easier. I don't know what it was. If I had a VR headset though in first person, it'd be perfect. So I could like look left while drifting. Dang, this one corner really got you. Oh, I want to play. So the Gears just works multiplayer right away, or have you guys tested it? One thing I want them to add is pit stops in this game. It's my favorite thing about racing games is when you actually have to come in for different tires, more gas and stuff like that. Really? I don't. I've only played Motorsports 4, so like, I don't remember any of those. Or if it was, you just pass through pit lane without actually like pitting. Like you'd go, you'd just be driving through it, and then it would just change it, and then you'd come out. You know. I wanted to have like a pit crew. I feel like that'd be hard though with all the cars. Like you'd have to have it. Yeah. Yeah. Dang, you just barely clipped that. It was gonna be a perfect drift. I'm gonna have to build out a Monte Carlo and drift it like I did on that back road. I almost died. I still can't believe I didn't total that car from that. I would. Mm-hmm. You guys, yeah, we went. Well, we first went to the cabin, left it in the ditch for a while, shot the guns, and then pulled it out later that night. I got picked up by a random lady that was behind me, which was convenient because I had no signal out there. It's like the dead spot. I would have had to walk until I got signal. Is it the one where you come down, yeah, by grandma's? You come out, you round that corner on that hill. Yeah, it was that road. I rounded that corner and I was going like 75, I think, which is like normal. And then there was like a small strip, like someone grabbed snow and like put a strip on the road. That's how it looked. It didn't look natural at all because I saw it. I was like, "What the?" And then I hit it, and it immediately just took my back end up. And then I was drifting for like, I don't know what, 150 yards. Oh yeah. I wish I had a GoPro in there because you should have saw me. I was pegging the gas pedal because I was sliding to the ditch. So I was trying to like get some traction going, and then I'd hit the brake, and then I was like moving the steering wheel. I was like Ken Block in there. It happened so fast though, putting me in the ditch. I was like, I thought I was gonna save it, and then immediately I was like 360 backed in, and I was just like sitting there. I was like, how did that just happen? The adrenaline surge that I got from that was insane though. I've never had that much adrenaline in my life. Felt like I could get out of the car and run like 15 miles. Yeah. Oh, it's insane. I got out and I was like looking for my phone. I was like, where did everything just get thrown to? Look at your back tires. Look at the heat on them. Yeah. One thing too, you need to get probably some different tires on there too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see it now. This looks red hot. Car is so slippery. I've been watching all the Formula One videos, and they just stick to the ground no matter what they do. This thing is just sliding the entire time. Wonder how Ken Block's car does. Yeah. Real life? Thing is so sick. Dude, that's my favorite part about racing games. It's like learning the tracks. Love it. Like finding your line. Yep. Boring. Yep. yeah, one thing about drifting is holding the handbrake to just slide extra distance. Like, don't even hit the gas. You just hold the e-brake and slide, and then hit gas when you need it. Yeah. $71%. Come on. What is this? Is it just downloaded in my downloads folder? Oh. We're gonna have to play a game. Yeah, that'd probably be the fastest time, bro. Yep. Told you I got this. I want a steering wheel really bad. Just sounds so fun. I've never had one. Well, I guess we did. We had this weird bin in our house that had